Okay, I call this meeting of the regular school board, May 13th, 2024, to order. Dr. Salazar, will you lead us in the pledge, please?
Will everyone please rise for the pledge?
Will you remain standing for a moment of silence? Okay, you may be seated. Thank you. Secretary Castillo, would you call roll?
Yes, sir. Mr. Ruben Trevino is not here. Mr. Donald Henderson?
Present.
I am here. Martin Castillo. Mr. Jesus Amaya?
Present.
Ms. Sandra Garcia?
Present.
Ms. Leticia Quintero?
Present.
Mr. Kevin Montes?
Present.
Dr. Gonzalo Salazar?
Present.
Ms. Casey Villafuerte?
Very good. Thank you, Mr. Castillo. Dr. Salazar, I believe tonight, item 5, district recognitions.
Mr. Henderson, members of the board. Mr. Henderson, members of the board, we want to thank you, first of all, for the opportunity to bring students before we set time aside to recognize the achievements of our students and our staff. Tonight, we'll focus on our students, and I would like to call on the proud principal of Los Fresnos High School, Mr. Justin Stumbaugh, to come introduce us to some of our students and their sponsors.
Good evening, members of the board, Dr. Salazar. Tonight we're going to recognize several of our students. Starting off tonight, we're going to introduce 29. Well, there are 29. I don't think I'll 29 here. Students who earned an associate's degree this past weekend. They walked to the TSC graduation. And to do that, I'm going to ask our advanced academics director, Ms. Sandra Romeros, to introduce us to those students.
Hello, good evening, Dr. Salazar, Board of Trustees. Again, it's my privilege to be here this evening to again recognize our students who earned an Associate of Arts at our Texas Southmost College, our dual enrollment partner. So the following Los Fresnos High School graduating seniors have met the requirements to earn an Associate of Arts degree in General Studies from Texas Southmost College by participating in dual enrollment and advanced academics coursework. So again, due to our very strong dual enrollment offering, which we're able to do because of the many teachers who we have with their advanced degrees and therefore are able to serve as adjunct instructors with Texas Southmost College and be able to offer this outstanding and wonderful opportunity for our students. The Associate degree in General Studies, again, is a 60 college credit hour degree with a mix of core courses, core course requirements, and elective courses in specialized areas of study. Students who earn their Associate degree in General Studies may transfer coursework into a bachelor's degree program and pursue their specialized major. At the time of TSC graduation, which was again this last Saturday, students earning an associate degree were recognized for sustained scholastic excellence by graduating with appropriate honors as follows. So again, not only earning their Associate of Arts degree, but also graduating with honors, starting with students who graduated summa cum laude, GPA of 3.9, all the way up to that perfect 4.0. Magna cum laude, their college GPA of 3.7 to 3.899, and cum laude, college GPA of 3.5 to 3.699. So along with recognizing their names, I will also share with you those who did graduate with honors, and you can also see that designated by the yellow honor cord that they were granted by TSC, and also you'll see them wearing very proudly their TSC Associate of Arts graduation stole, which will be part of their graduation regalia when they graduate from Los Fresnos High School. So without further ado, we'll go ahead and begin calling our students. Okay, and our very first student is, and again, we do not have all of the students present. Some of them did have prior commitments, but again, they were all present when we had the commencement ceremony at Jacob Brown Auditorium this last Saturday. These students participated in the TSC commencement exercises, again held at Jacob Brown Memorial Auditorium on Saturday, May 11th at 2:30 p.m. And that is on the TSC website if anybody would like to go in and view the recording of that ceremony. So first off, present today we have Maite Aleman, who graduated magna cum laude. Our next Associate of Arts graduate, Michael Campos, magna cum laude graduate. Our next graduate, Natalia Chavez. Our next graduate, Erin Encinia, graduating cum laude. Our next graduate, Roberto Erisuris, graduating summa cum laude. Next, Alexi Flores. Our next graduate, Carolina Herrera, graduating magna cum laude. Our next graduate, Leila Medrano. Next, we have Olivia Noyola, graduating summa cum laude. Next, Alexis Palafox. Next, we have Mia Quintanilla, graduating magna cum laude. Next, Tiffany Rivera. Next, Roberta Torres, graduating magna cum laude. And our final student, Addison Vega, also graduating magna cum laude. So again, we'd like to congratulate our students for this outstanding achievement, again, for completing your Associate of Arts degrees while students at Los Fresnos CISD. Thank you, Board. Thank you, Dr. Sala.
I'm going to ask the parents of the students here in front, if you all can stand up so we can acknowledge you. We know this is from the family and with the teachers, it's a lot of effort, so please stand up and let us recognize you.
To introduce our next state qualifiers in HOSA and our engineering club is CT Director Rolando Guerra.
Thank you. My name is Rolando Guerra. It's my honor to serve as a CTE director. Let me talk about our CTE program a little bit before I introduce the teachers and the students for our next CTE recognition. First of all, Los Fresnos CISD has 19 programs of study, just to kind of let you know. These programs of study are pathways that students take in our area. It deals with from culinary to engineering to mechatronics now that we offer, carpentry, electrical, and those areas. In addition to that, our CT programs offer over 40 IBCs, industry-based certifications. These certifications are nationally known, and students can use these certifications when they do their resumes, and they can go straight into the workforce in some areas. Just to kind of give you some numbers, in the fall, 662 IBCs were earned from our students. Okay, just to give you those numbers, 662. In addition to that, we have 14 CTSOs. These are career technical students organizations. These are where students kind of highlight like UIL, but more on the CTE side. And tonight we're here to recognize 2 of these organizations. The first organization that's coming up will be HOSA, which will be Ms. Martinez will be talking about that program a little bit.
Good evening, parents. Good evening, Dr. Salazar and members of the board and admins. I'm here to represent HOSA. HOSA is our CTSO for our health science students. What the focus is there is competition and community service. So the students I'm going to present tonight competed at 2 different levels. The first was area. Area 7 is from Corpus to Laredo to Brownsville. So it's the largest area in the state of Texas for HOSA. And so our students start there, and then from there they go to state and international level of competition. Okay, so with me tonight is Yasmin Martinez and Rebecca Lopez. They earned first place in forensic science at Area 7 and made a trip to state. Then we have Micaela Vega. She earned 3rd place in healthy living at Area and earned a trip to state. Not present, we have Mia Reel. She earned 3rd place in veterinary science and earned a trip to state. Alexis Palafox, 3rd place in phlebotomy at Area and earned a trip to state. And not present, Sydney Pena. She placed in healthcare issues at state and earned a trip to nationals, but she is at UIL spelling today. So again, we're very proud of our competitors and the hard work that they've put into it.
Will the parents of these young students please stand up and be recognized, please?
Next CTSOs that we have is CPERCH, and Mr. Martinez is going to talk a little bit about that program.
Buenas tardes, Mr. Trevino, members of the board, Dr. Salazar. CPERCH Underwater Robotics was started by MIT in 1997 to promote the ocean engineering program. Its success led the U.S. Navy to integrate it into their naval engineering outreach effort. The CPERCH competition aims for students to develop skills across STEM disciplines, including mechanical and electrical engineering. Some of the challenges the students face include ensuring that the electrical motors are insulated for submersion and navigating underwater, which can be tricky due to inertial forces. Last month, Los Fresnos High School Engineering Club competed in the CPERCH regional qualifiers, advancing to the international competition hosted by the University of Maryland. I present to you the Los Fresnos High School Engineering Club, starting with Team President Diego Loa. David Rincon. Austin Nava. And Isaac Kunz.
Will the parents of our students please stand up and be acknowledged?
Thank you.
To introduce our final recognition for the evening is our athletic director, David Cantu.
Dr. Salazar, members of the board, thank you again for allowing athletics to be a part of your recognitions and ceremonies. We have 3 groups that I'll be recognizing today, starting with softball. Just a little bit, softball did a tremendous job. We've graduated a lot of girls, and a lot of those girls gone on to play college softball. So this year was a rebuilding year and just really an overachieving year, in my opinion. Our head coach, Matthew Molina.
Good afternoon. I want to present to you our softball team. It did look like a rebuilding year from the outside in. If you knew the kind of year we had, you would be as proud of these girls as I am. Looking from the outside in, it seemed like it would be a rebuilding year. We started off really, really well, started off great, and we just got hit by the injury bug. We lost some of our players early on this season. We didn't have our complete team back together again until we got into the playoffs. So we had about 2 months where somebody was out at all times. The great thing about this group is somebody continuously stepped up and led and made plays and helped us stay in the playoff hunt. We ended up clinching a playoff spot late in the season, and we played La Jolla in the first round. And I can honestly tell you, look you in the eye, tell you from my heart, we gave them all they could handle. They had the number 8 ranked pitcher in the nation for strikeouts, and we gave them all we could handle up until the last inning. So super, super proud of these girls. Have a lot of them coming back and a lot of them that are headed off to college to do great things. So looking forward to the future. First we have Alicia Nino. Have Leslie Cantu. Valeria Aguilar. Ella Socasey. She will be playing at the University of Rhode Island next year. Mia Cerda. Kat Cisneros. Araceli Alvarado, our team manager. Haley Ochoa. Alexis Perez. Jadlyn Cortez. Mia Martinez. Jocelyn Arriaga. Harmony Moore. My assistant coach, Blanca Ordaz. My first assistant, James Stormont. Not present today was Kim Perez.
Will the parents of these outstanding student athletes stand and be recognized?
Congratulations, softball, super year. Thank you all so much for being here. The next group you're going to meet is just fresh off of being eliminated from the playoffs, and that stings and it hurts because they were so close. They won game one here Thursday against San Antonio O'Connor. We're up 2-0 until late in the game Saturday, and then baseball happens. It was just one of those things. But I'll tell you this: I'm in a lot of phone calls with people from San Antonio and so forth, and even previous to that, the Austin area, and people know Los Fresnos baseball throughout the state of Texas. That I can stay with the fact. And Coach Morales is a model of consistency. We have a program now that is second to none, in my opinion. And here he is, Coach Morales.
Good evening. I'm going to introduce the players first, and then we'll talk about what we did this year. Number one, Emilio Martinez. Number two, Diego Loa. Number three, Anthony Gomez. Number four, Axel Tijerina. Number six, Mario Rodriguez. Number eight, Sebastian Barrera. Number 10, Ryan Peppershaw. Number 11, Sebastian Montemayor. Number 12, Joaquin Cavazos. Number 14, Javier Elizondo. Number 20, Patricio Alvarado. Number 22, Julian Gutierrez. Number 23, Albert Barrera. Number 24, Austin Martinez. Number 25, Santiago Ledesma. Number 26, Joaquin Alvarado. Number 30, Orlando Rivera. Number 40, Alex Sandoval. Number 44, Gonzalo Martinez. Number 7, Joshua Alviar. Number 21, Derek Garcia. The next couple of people are important. These guys are kind of the backbone of what we do around here. Oh, Aiden Douglas. Our statistician is Mario Jaramillo. Coach Eben Carmona. And Greg Uribe. Okay, these guys accomplished a lot this year. We ended up 27, 8-1. They were 9-1 in district. They were district champs for the third year in a row. This senior class, they're 101 wins and 31 losses. So that's a big accomplishment. 3 district championships, like I said earlier, 2 area finalists, and an area championship. So I want to thank you guys for playing baseball for me. I enjoyed every minute of it. Okay, but it's not over. Okay, so let's continue to get better. Let's have a great summer. And thank you, school board members.
Josh, come over here to second row. Parents, feel free. If you want to stand up, wherever you need to. This was for the district, right here.
Will the parents of our outstanding student athletes, our baseball team, please stand up and be recognized?
Excellent job, baseball. Thank you, guys. Thank you all for being here. Congratulations on the super season again. And finally, probably our most competitive group, probably our most courageous group. Just kids that proudly represent our maroon and gold colors wherever they go. And it's our Special Olympians. I want you to introduce to you our head coach, Mauricio Rodriguez.
Good afternoon. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and introduce our coaching staff. I'm Mauricio Rodriguez. I'm the adopted PE teacher for the district. I'm also Special Olympics coordinator. And then we have our coaching staff made up of coaches throughout the district, which we have Patricia Amador from Villarreal Elementary. We have Ms. Flora Vasquez from Los Fresnos United. William Walsdorf from Los Cuates Middle School. And Mr. Rodrigo Moreno from Resaca Middle School. Our athletes, they qualified to state in 3 different sports this year. So I'm going to go ahead and name the kid and then the sport that he or she qualified for. And we have Casey Buiturreira, who qualified in soccer. Our tournament is coming up later this week, so we'll know how they did. We have Ashley Castillo, volleyball state champion. Sean Castillo, powerlifting state champion. Victor Elizondo, volleyball state champion. Jennifer Errizuriz, volleyball state champion. Arturo Grimaldo, powerlifting state champion. And qualifier in soccer. Erica Moreno, volleyball state champion. Clarissa Nunez, powerlifting state champion. Alfonso Pasament, volleyball state champion and soccer qualifier. Harley Pinell, powerlifting silver medalist. Joe Rodriguez, powerlifting state champion, qualifier in soccer as well. Angel Silguero, powerlifting bronze medalist, qualifier in soccer. Hector Vela, powerlifting state champion, qualifier in soccer.
Harley.
And I think that's everyone right now. Thank you, guys.
Y'all can come as close as you need to take a picture if you like.
No.
One more picture, guys, for the district.
Can we get the parents of the outstanding student athletes to please stand and be recognized?
Congratulations again, Special Olympians. We're super proud of you. Thank you. Okay, thank you so much. And again, another great year for the Falcons athletically. All of our programs made it to the postseason again for, I think, the third year in a row. So we're super proud of that. And we look forward to more of these in the future. Thank you all. Bye-bye.
I would like to thank the parents and the families who are here tonight to take time out on a Monday night to recognize the achievement of the students and of the parents and administrators and teachers who make all this possible, the coaches. So thank you. We know everyone has homework tomorrow, so if you would like to leave, the rest of the meeting will be business. You're welcome. Feel free to leave. If you want to stay, you're welcome to stay. Okay, next item on the agenda is public audience, item 6, and also we have item 7, public comment. Dr. Salazar, I believe we have someone signed up.
We have two community members that have signed up. Address some issues. The protocol.
Thank you, Dr. Salazar. Before we begin, let me go ahead and read the protocol for public audience. This is the LFCISD Board of Trustees Public Audience Introduction and Meeting Rules. If you wish to address the Board of Trustees during the open forum public comment portion of today's meeting, you'll go ahead and print your name and sign up. You've done that. The speakers shall be limited to 5 minutes the board shall allot no more than 30 minutes for the open forum portion at the district regular board meeting held once a month for items not on this meeting's agenda. The time limit per speaker may be adjusted due to time restraints and the amount of speakers signing up. Other appropriate complaints, concerns for which other resolution channels are provided should be directed through those channels. These complaints include complaints on the following subjects: employee complaints, termination of employment, career ladder, appeals, student complaints, removals to alternate educational programs, and expulsion. If the board president determines that a person has not attempted to resolve a matter administratively, the person shall be directed to the appropriate policy for attempted resolution before bringing the matter to the board. Complaints against specific employees of officers of Los Fresnos CISD shall be heard in closed session as authorized by the Texas Government Code Title 5, Section 551.7074, 1 and 2. If your topic concerns complaints against specific employees or officers, please note this is on the sign-up sheet. We're going to go down the order. The first person to sign up is Miss Jacqueline Lee. If you'll approach the podium. Once you're ready to speak, I'll ask our board secretary to go ahead and begin taking time. He will let you know when you have 1 minute left. He'll let you know then at 30 seconds and then when your time is up.
Good evening. I can start? Or 2 years ago, I first spoke to community leaders on sexual violence. I'm a volunteer at the Children's Advocacy Center. I've spoken there at their vigil. Today, I'm coming before the school board as you are the officials who represent all children, including special need children. My son has had 2 bullying incidents this school year. Both incidents, he was the one to first make me aware. The first incident was last semester, and the teacher didn't call me. The school administrator didn't call me first. It was him who made me aware. So I had to call them so I could have the details. Altogether, there have been 4 bullying incidents with this district. And my son's disabilities make him developmentally delayed at least 3 years. So at the time of these incidents, he was 14. With his delays, he's 11 years old. And he's around in general setting with students that are more developmentally ahead of him. They're 15. He's 15 now. He's watching Paw Patrol. The students his age, I doubt most of them are not watching Paw Patrol. March 5th, he was in gym period, and he texted me that he had been harassed and assaulted, and there had been sexual language. None of the coaches that were present were aware that it happened. Once I saw that there was sexual language, I went to the school, as any parent would, as you would, and I made them aware of it. Because I'm filing a formal grievance and a complaint with the Office of Civil Rights, I can't say all details right now. But rest assured that I have, from the beginning, consulted with child advocates, mental health professionals, retired police officers, legal advisors, anyone I could speak to, administrators within and outside the district, I have consulted with. I can enlighten you with how inappropriately I have been responded to by administration. But I was promised sexual violence training from your administrators. Even though it's not what happened to my son is not being recognized as sexual violence. But there was sexual language. There was an admission from the perpetrator of what he said. I had to call the coach so he could tell me what preventative measures he was going to have because the administration couldn't tell me. couldn't rest assured how my son was going to be protected. The coach told me that he was going to have him in a designated area. I'm not sure why he wasn't in that designated area before. The coach also needed to have redirection for him if he wasn't in the right area, if he wasn't on task. That is part of his IEP. I also want to advise you to place more cameras. The cameras you have are not catching everything that is being done. I think that's unfair to a victim, because my son doesn't have the voice to speak up when something happens to him. I am his voice, and that's why I am here today, because you would be here if that was your child too. I was also made aware of an incident that happened in your band hall last week. Another sexual incident. We know that we can't prevent these situations. They're going to happen. But I would like for my son to be safe in school, and I would like to not have that peace when he's at school. I do have more children in this district, and trust me, I go through every resource outside for their behavior. I would also like to formally invite 1 to 2 school officials to a fundraiser event, Margarita Madness, for the Children's Advocacy Center. You did have a fundraiser for Rancho Verde. I will personally pay for you guys to go so that you can stand against sexual violence in your educational institution and in your community. I will personally pay for 2 of you to go. Thank you.
Thank you. I'm going to ask Ms. Molina, who is also signed up, is that correct, Dr. Salazar? If you approach the podium, Secretary, Mr. Castillo will let you know when you have 1 minute left of the 5 minutes. Thank you.
Good evening. My name is Vicky Farias Molina. I am the mother of Sienna and Annalise Molina, who are active members of the FFA. I am here today to speak as a parent advocate for the FFA program. The Los Fresnos FFA chapter is the 4th largest chapter in the state of Texas. I'll wait till they... Okay. The Los Fresnos FFA chapter is the 4th largest chapter in the state of Texas and the largest in the Rio Grande Valley. Since joining the FFA program, I have never met more committed, dedicated, and hardworking teachers than I have in this program. These teachers work late nights to assist students in animal preparation for show, conduct after-school practices for FFA competitions, haul animals to and from shows, go all over Texas during their summer vacation for animal selection and delivery, as well as drive students to and from LDE and CDE competitions. I am here today because I would like to acknowledge their efforts and let you know how truly admirable and dedicated these teachers are and how lucky we are to have them in this program and in this school district. There are 912 members in the FFA program, with 77 of those members with animal projects. The total amount of money spent by FFA families this past year was approximately $400,000 out of our pockets. Let that sink in. A fair expectation of parents who have students in the FFA program is reciprocation of dedication and financial support from the district to ensure that the program has functioning facilities, equipment, and resources to support the student's success in the program. There are only 4 trailers for animal transport and only 2 functioning trucks to haul these trailers. There is a 3rd truck, but due to its unreliability, it is only driven locally and is not used to haul animals. One of those trailers is so old that DOT compliance is questionable. If you happen to attend the Los Fresnos Rodeo and Livestock Show this past February, you will recall that the showgrounds were a mud pit. It took the ag teachers 5 hours to haul all of the animals to the rodeo grounds, which is 1.3 miles away. as only one truck has 4x4. 4x4 was required to maneuver the trailer loads through the mud, so personal vehicles with 4x4 had to be outsourced to address the situation. New trailers had not been purchased since the 2000s, and the ag facility is the same one that was there 30 years ago when I was in FFA. This year, the FFA budget was cut $9,000 due to reallocation of funds. Fundraisers and donations by families were made to balance this deficit. At one point, the FFA teachers were even asked if they could cut out some LDE and CDE competitions to address the lack of funding. Bottom line, parents of students in the FFA program are requesting more support, responsiveness to the FFA teachers and their request, as well as dedication from the CTE department that is reflective and equal to the dedication that the FFA teachers and the FFA families are pouring into this program. It is not my intention to undermine anyone, as I truly feel everybody is doing the best that they can. It just seems that the FFA program needs and requests have fallen on deaf ears, and parents are tired and frustrated of getting dismissed and settling for subpar facilities,
1 minute.
equipment, when we sacrifice so much money and time to ensure our children's success in the program. We are truly grateful that there is a new facility that is being built, as it was certainly overdue. I have chosen LFCISD for my girls, as I truly believe in this school district. I implore you to please re-examine the FFA budget, take a walk and visit the current ag facility, not the new one, the old one, as well as provide facilities, equipment, and support that is hallmark of the district we belong to, which is excellence. Thank you for your time.
Thank you, Ms. Molina, for speaking. We appreciate you making time tonight. Dr. Salazar and board, before we move on to item 8, I did want to make a comment. I was made aware that we are blessed to have a board member, Mr. Jesus Amaya, who has been with the board and served for 20 years. And we do appreciate your leadership, and we did recognize that on the weekend, but I think it's important that we, again, reiterate, we appreciate your commitment to serving public education for our children. One other item, I know we all receive in our board packets as we prepare for our board meetings, we receive the monthly magazine Texas Lone Star. And I was very proud to see, again, because of what we've seen Mr. Amaya doing about advocating for TASB, which gets Los Fresnos on the stage statewide to have a voice. I was really proud in this month's issue to notice that Mr. Ruben Trevino, our president, was listed as Region 1 LAC member elected. But again, that's because we have mentorship on the board. So, yes, sir, Mr. Maya.
I've been here 20 years and never seen the type of commitment from the board members from Region 1. Usually we're very, very low in numbers of grassroots. This year, TASB has informed us of the 20 regions, service centers. Region 1 had the most members at their grassroots meeting. Not only that, we had an additional meeting later that Ruben was a big part of it, and Miss Garza Sanchez from South Texas putting it together. We had more people at that meeting that many of the ESCs had at their regional meeting. So there's a lot of advocacy going on in Region 1 right now. There's a lot of young, articulate, enthusiastic, passionate school board members, which I really hadn't seen in a while. Well, in my 20 years, I have not seen them as excited, as on fire as they are right now. So I think representation from Region 1 is going to be listened to at the state level, and we're excited about it.
Thank you, Mr. Maya, and thank you for your leadership. Item 8, district reports. Dr. Salazar.
Yes, Mr. Henderson and members of the board, in this item we present the monthly financial reports Paul's here to see, and we also have an election calendar for November 5th. Does anyone have any questions regarding any of these reports?
Okay. Next item on the agenda, item 9, consent agenda, items 1 through 10. I'll entertain a motion to approve, or if someone would like to hold an item back, let me know.
Mr. Chairman, I move that we approve consent agenda as posted, all 10 items, since there has been nothing pulled by any of the individual board members.
Motion to approve by Mr. Amaya. Do I have a second? Mr. Montes, a second. Any discussion? All in favor? Raise your hand. Opposed? Item passes 100%. 6-0. Thank you. Unanimous. Next, we'll move to action item 10 on the agenda. Action item 1, discuss and take action to approve ranking of vendor for CSP 23-2421, New Resaca Middle School track. Do I have a motion? Mr. Montes made a motion.
Motion to approve. I move that the board approve the ranking of the contractor for the new Resaca Middle School track project and authorize the superintendent to negotiate with top-ranked contractors for the project and go back until an agreeable contract can be reached for a fair and reasonable price, and further authorization for the superintendent to execute such contract in a form approved by legal counsel.
Okay, so that's a motion. Do I have a second? Ms. Quintero? Discussion? All in favor, raise your hand. Motion carries unanimous, 6-0. Item 10.2, discuss and take action to approve ranking of vendors for CSP 23-24-28, District Agricultural Building Project. Do I have a motion? Mr. Castillo?
Yes, sir, Mr. President. Motion to approve the ranking of contractors for the district agricultural building project and authorize the superintendent to negotiate with the top-ranked contractor for the project and go on to the next ranked until an agreeable contract can be reached for a fair and reasonable price, and further authorize the superintendent to execute such contract in a form approved by legal counsel.
Well said, sir. Do I have a second? Mr. Maya? Discussion? All in favor, raise your hand, please. Motion carries unanimous, 6-0. Item 10.3, discuss and take action to approve ranking of vendor for CSP 23-24-29, Corinne Technical Education Center. Do I have a motion? Ms. Quintero, I saw you raise your hand.
Yes, I motion to approve ranking of vendor for CSP 23-24-29 Career and Technical Education Center.
Okay, did you want to restate that motion, Ms. Quintero?
Okay, I move that the board approve the ranking of contractors for the district vocational complex and authorize the superintendent to negotiate with the top-ranked contractor for the project and go on to the next ranked until an agreeable contract can be reached for a fair and reasonable price, and further authorize the superintendent to execute such contract in a form approved by legal counsel.
Okay, I have a motion by Ms. Quintero. Do I have a second? Ms. Garcia has a second. Any discussion? All in favor, please raise your hand. Motion carries 6-0. Action item 10-4, discuss and take action to approve the superintendent's personnel recommendations for the following positions for the 2024-2025 school year. And before we proceed, the teachers and athletic trainer present, if you'll just stand. Thank you. Thank you, may be seated. I'll entertain a motion to approve. Mr. Montes?
Motion to approve, sir.
Thank you. Do I have a second? Mr. Castillo, I have a second. Discussion? Motion, we'll have a vote. All in favor? Motion carries 6-0. Thank you. Congratulations and welcome to Los Fresnos. We're glad you joined us. Dr. Salazar, item 11, no closed session, is that correct? And item 12, open session not needed. Item 13, announcements.
Mr. Henderson, members of the board, on Monday, May 23rd is the final day of school. We have early dismissal for our secondary schools. At 12:45, we'll dismiss our middle schools, and at 1 p.m., we'll dismiss Los Fresnos High School and Los Fresnos United. We also are looking forward to commencement ceremony. That's Saturday, May 25th at 7:30 p.m. And on June 10th, we'll have our regularly scheduled school board meeting here again. Those are all the announcements we have at this time.
Thank you, Dr. Salazar. I have no further items on agenda. This meeting is adjourned. 6:13.